was on the highway. I saw a sign. It said, "Caution, low-flying aircraft." What do you want me to do? Why is that a sign for the driver? You need a sign for the pilot. Caution, ground. Like, what, am I just gonna get hit by an airplane and the NTSB guy's gonna come out and be like, "Hey man, it was clearly marked, so."
You know, we went back to standard time not that long ago, and they always say you gain an hour, but that's not true, you know? But I came up with a plan where you really do gain an hour, and I call it daylight driving time. And here's how it works. You drive 95 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone for 205 miles. You have picked up an hour, man. That's... yeah. That's the good news. The bad news is you're in Nebraska, but you're an hour ahead. So that's
love with cats, you know? And cats remember stuff, you know? If I step on my cat's tail, he needs about 30 minutes to think about how terrible of a person I am. You step on your dog's tail, he starts apologizing to you. I can't believe I had a tail that you could step on. I didn't believe that. And I know who I'm talking to. We're talking to the most dog people in the world. I know, and I don't hate dogs, but y'all take them real serious to the point to where I don't even feel comfortable walking around my neighborhood without a dog. Because I see how y'all look at me. I don't have a dog. You're like, "Hey, Tim, come here. Here he is, right here. Hey, sicko!" There he is, just walking. "The kids are at school." "Tim, he's here. No dog. Look at him walking around." It's the weirdest feeling. But if I'd had a dog, you'd let me into your living room, you know?
Like, giraffes must feel no need to learn how to swim at all. They're like, "How deep is it? I think I'll walk. I'm a horse mixed with a periscope on stilts. I'm not afraid of these oceans you speak of." Like, we don't talk about this enough as a society, the undrownability of giraffes. Sometimes if you see a really strong, muscly guy, people will say, like, "Oh my God, that guy's so strong, he could probably wrestle a lion with his bare hands." Then I'm like, "But could he drown a giraffe?" I don't think so. You need machinery for that. Project management. I like how some animals have just fully become city animals now. Like, don't think of them in any other way. My friend is from Europe, not to brag. And he said that in zoos in Europe, they'll have our raccoon in their zoos. And I was like, what are those habitats like? I hope it's the side of a house with a bunch of garbage bins, right? You can't keep raccoons away from recycling. That's animal cruelty. They need it for their biology. If you're driving on the highway in the wilderness, you saw a raccoon at the side of the road, you'd pull over and be like, "Are you okay? Do you need a ride back to town?" Like, look, you shouldn't be violent against any animal, but there are some animals that we've been way too soft on as a society. Like, I have not met a single goose that doesn't want to fight immediately. Like, why do they all think they can take us on? Like, every goose wants to throw down as soon as you look at them in the eyes. It's like, I'm an 160-pound human man. You're a bird that fits in the oven. How can you be so arrogant? You have no arms and a really long, vulnerable neck. I'm a human with hands and fingers that can go on Amazon and order a chainsaw. So we want to do this, Goose?
For every one Frasier that I've already seen, I'm getting the same 2 ads 5 times each. And they both have songs, and currently this is the only music I'm listening to. So it does make me feel a little bit disturbed. But I'll tell you about these songs, because they are in my head. Number 1, Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy. Do you guys know it? Okay. For the uninitiated, Sky Rizzy is a medication for people with ulcerative colitis. A condition I don't have, but I see why they think that. I do give off a sort of digestive mayhem vibe. I see why they're targeting me. I don't think they're wrong. But it has a song it's gotta be AI generated because the melody is so brutal. It goes like this. It goes, nothing means everything. Whoa, whoa. And yeah, the first time you hear it, it's bad, right? We all just heard that and we were like, I hope we don't have to hear that again. But you do. You have to hear it 4 more times. And the 5th time you hear it, it is an existential nightmare. Nothing means everything. You sit there and think about it. You go, this means nothing. This could be anything. What are they even selling? This could be for Buddhism. This could be for assisted suicide. What is the product? Whoa. It makes me feel crazy. You go, well, I hope this second commercial is more of a palate cleanser. And in some ways it is. It's for Daisy Sour Cream. The second song on my 2-song playlist is from the Daisy Sour Cream commercial. Is everybody else getting as much hyper-targeted sour cream content as I am? Are we all seeing this much of this song? Because it's, whoa. Here's, let me set the scene for you. Okay, so it's a house party, daytime, suburbs, very bright. There's hors d'oeuvres being passed around, and it's the most sour cream you've ever seen in your life. You've never been at a party with this much sour cream being offered to you. And you go, wow, I hope they don't show us what the bathroom looks like at this party. That would be a disaster. And they're serving it to you in ways you've never seen before. They're dipping whole strawberries into sour cream and then hip bumping each other. They're like, this has never happened to me. But the song it's at least sung by a person. I think it's a person because it has artistic choices that the singer made. She sounds sort of like Jessica Simpson, and the song goes, do a dollop, do a dollop, yeah. And you're like, is this sour cream flirting with me? Like, why was that kind of seductive? Did somebody tell her to do that, or did she choose to do that? So that's the chorus, and there's a verse as well. The verse, she sings, dip it in, bring the fun, you can never get enough. And sour cream is something you can absolutely get enough of. I often find myself with too much sour cream because the amount you want is in the chorus. It's a dollop. You want 1 on a baked potato. You want 1, maybe 2 ounces. But Daisy sells you a bucket that's like 16 ounces. And it does last a while, but it will go bad. Definitely before you finish it, it's gonna go bad. You can never get enough.
And it makes no sense to be tall, in this century. It's completely useless. Tall people, we die earlier. That's true. We do die earlier. And also, I'm left-handed. We also die earlier. Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is this is my last show. Yeah. Thank you. I'll be dead soon. And you short kings can get your little raccoon hands all over my girlfriend, Good with clasps, I had so many dreams. I started losing my hair, a few years ago, 10 years ago actually, and I started taking those hair pills, and but it was very scary. I was single back then, and I was like, I went to the doctor. I was like, because I was losing my hair, and I don't know what God or whoever was thinking when they designed my body. It's like, I want Graham to be okay, good looking until he's about 35, and then I would like hairs to slowly start falling out the top of his head. I would like hairs to slowly start falling out the very top of his head, and then I would like new hairs to start growing out of his shoulder blades. Yes! Women are gonna love this switchamaroo. Oh, yeah. They like that, you know?
Am I the only one who thought the words to La Bamba were ba-da-da-da, La Bamba? Talk about being rocked to your very foundation. I was at a bar, I was watching a football game. Turns out the other half of the bar is karaoke. Somebody decides to sing La Bamba. We all make decisions in life. I glance up at the screen to do a lyric check, more for Soy Capitan than anything, but I notice where I expect to see ba-da-da-da, which is what I've been singing my entire life, I see a Spanish phrase, para bailar. I immediately say, people, they've got the wrong words up here. We all know it's ba-da-da-da. But I was mistaken. It is, in fact, para bailar, which means, Spanish speakers, to dance. Yes, in order to dance. That's what I discovered. You know what ba-da-da-da means? Same thing. Much easier to pronounce. I was so upset. I felt betrayed because I know I've sung that in the presence of Spanish speakers. Nobody ever corrected me. I'm out there putting it all on the line like ba-da-da-da la bamba, ba-da-da-da la bamba. They're like, ba-da-da-da, what the hell is this guy singing? I don't think that means anything in any language.
But yeah, a little old. But I keep saying I'm getting older. I'm not that old though, but sometimes I wonder like what the world's gonna be like when like millennials and Gen Z are like the senior citizens. I just think it's gonna be funny. Because like we're not gonna change. It's just gonna be hilarious. Just a bunch of 90-year-olds walking around with IVs like, my NFT is lit. Like, people listening to music like, put on WAP. It's just gonna be a new type of old person. It's gonna be funny. You know? And the world's gonna have to adapt to cater to old millennials. It's gonna be funny. Like, in 50 years, you might see commercials like, it's a cane and a selfie stick. If you call right now, we'll give you 9 free sticks. People will still be talking about each other's social media. Like, you see the picture Sarah posted wishing Brad a happy birthday? She doesn't care it's his birthday. She's just showing off her new hip. Very transparent. We all know why you posted that. I think my least favorite thing about social media is like that narcissism of it. People just will post anything just to show themselves off. People love getting likes. People just love getting likes. I don't even think people would do certain things if they couldn't post about it. Like, I think if social media ceased to exist, I think there would be a 30% drop in marathon participation. I think everyone in their 20s would be like, well, now what's the point in running? I can't post a photo of myself at the finish line drinking a craft beer to show everyone I'm as fun as I am fit. I get it though, you like attention for your accomplishments. So it feels good when like you do something good and like people know about it. That feels good, you know? So I think it actually would have been kind of annoying to maybe like do something impressive before technology and social media, because it would take people a while. It's like if I invented something right now, I could like repost something and I know everyone would see it, and that would make me feel good. It feels good. But if it was like 1930, and I was the one who just invented Scotch tape, pretty big deal. I bet I would run into people I know before they caught wind of my accomplishment. I'd just be standing there like, they don't know how amazing. I feel like I would just be steering every conversation towards tape so I could bring it up and impress them. I'd be insufferable. I'd be on a first date, she'd be like, I feel like we're really bonding. I'd be like, I know, it's like some sort of adhesive. What do you want to drink? I'm gonna get a Scotch. I just get there early, rip her menu in half. She sits down, she's like, that's weird. I'm like, I actually have something. I mean, like, if I climbed Mount Everest before social media, I'd want everyone to know, but I want to brag about it. I'd just be finding terrible segues. People come up to me like, hi. I'd be like, you want to know what's hi?
I was just in Mexico. Yeah. I ate ants. Yeah. The insects, not lady uncles. It was at a restaurant. I wasn't just bored at a picnic. And it was a prefix menu, like you don't order. They were just bringing us tacos. First course was chicken tacos. It's a crowd pleaser. Second course, they're like, these are ant tacos. I'm like, what is happening right now? Before the meal, they asked us if we had any allergies or food restrictions, but I didn't know how far back I had to take that. They're like, these are ants. I'm like, I also don't eat loose nickels or urinal cakes. Just to be crystal clear, now that I see what you're capable of. And if you guys were me and my wife, the chef was standing right there, so we felt like we had to eat him, you know? We didn't want to be ugly Americans. So I got a mouthful of bugs. I'm pretending it's not ants, but the chef wouldn't let us forget that it was ants. He kept telling us, he was like, they're big and juicy, and we cut off their heads in the rain, and I'm like, ha ha, say less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be culturally insensitive, but everybody knows eating ants is weird. You know how I know? The whole planet agrees to call one of our animals the anteater. Have you seen that thing? It's like a low-to-the-ground hairy elephant. That's probably what we were gonna call it. Then someone was like, hold up. Check out what this freaky is eating. You know what I mean? Its diet is the headlining oddity. And it was an ant and clam taco. That's correct. That's the correct response. Ant and clam. I've never eaten something and looked for refuge in the flavor of clam. Got a mouthful of carpenters. I'm like, look for the clam! Clam will save us from this zinky nightmare. Clam, the condom of the ocean. King Neptune's chewy prophylactic. I'm like, it's our only hope! Same night, my first night in Mexico, I got stung by a scorpion. Yeah, big bug day. It was in my bed. Isn't that freaky? It was in the bed. Yeah, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It just felt scratchy. I was asleep. I remember thinking, what's the thread count of these sheets? I whip open the covers. I get my flashlight out. There's a dead scorpion in the bed. Yeah, got him. That's a weird feeling. Coursing with scorpion venom. I'm like, I gotta wake up Val. Gotta wake up my wife, because I don't know if I'm gonna be around. That's a weird consideration when you're like, I'm about to be playing the part of the body. So let's get someone else in this narrative. So I use my big boy voice. I didn't know I had a big boy voice. I found it in a crisis. I talked to my wife real sweet. That morning I was like, Valerie, I've been attacked. She's like, ah! She woke up straight away. I went out on the balcony. It got me 4 times on the ankle. Yeah, good empathy. So I elevated it. That was my idea. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know if that was helping or just draining the poison straight to my corazon. And my wife is a really sweet, non-confrontational person. Even in an emergency, it turns out. Because I'm out there elevating it. I can hear her on the phone with the front desk. I'm not making this up. She's like, hi, buenos dias, buenos dias. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in Mexico. Oh, no, you go. You go. Okay, I'll go. One of us is dying. It was like... They sent a doctor right away. I was like, how often does this happen? He came out onto the balcony. He didn't speak any English. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not making this up. I go, ¿Cuántos minutos yo tengo? ¿Cuántos minutos para yo? ¿Es hora el tiempo para adiós siempre? ¿El grande sueño para mí? He didn't speak any English. He had a real thick accent. I'm not gonna do his accent. Nice try. You're not taking me down for a questionable voice, but you know what he sounded like. I'll tell you what he said. You can add it up here. You can't get canceled up here. And you know what he sounded like, you racist. You know just what he sounded like. He goes, in 24, I'm kind of doing it. I don't know why. He goes, in 24 hours, you will be dead. That's what he said. Stay thirsty, my friends. That's what he said. And they got in their golf cart. They sailed off. They said they had to get the anti-venom shot. I was like, you could have brought it. We told you what happened. You could have brought it. And I was laying there, and I was really worried I was going to die. But I was equally worried that I'm a comedian. And I grew up in the 90s playing video games. And I'm a silly, silly fun boy. So I knew, So I knew there was a real risk that I'd have like a dumb death, like a stupid death. Like I'd be fading out and I'd just look at my wife and be like, Scorpion wins. You know what I mean? Like a dumb joke. As I'm passing away, just like, fatality. It is a fatality. And I die. I can't have my last meal be ants.
I just don't know why old guys are so protective of their information. I'm not like that. I don't know if it's a generational thing or what it is, but I'm like, I've realized that if you want my social security number, all you got to do is ask twice. That's it. You know, like when you're at the dentist and you have to fill out the form and they're like, social security number? Every time I get that, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to. And I go to the desk and I go, yeah, I don't want to. They're like, we really need it. I'm like, all right, well. Ryan, why's your identity stolen? Well, they said they really needed it. I don't know. I had such bad insurance in my 20s that my social security number is everywhere in Brooklyn. It is just everywhere. Like, I went to so many dentists in my 20s. At one point, I didn't even go to the dentist. I walked in, and then immediately I walked out because I got there, and the dentist was wearing jeans. It's like, look, dude, I know my insurance is bad. Could you at least pretend to be a real doctor? Like jeans at the dentist? Like what? I'm here for medical treatment, not advice on a used motorcycle. What are we doing here? Wasn't slacks, wasn't khakis, it wasn't even cargo shorts where I could be like, oh, maybe that's where he keeps his little tools, is in the pocket. No, he goes, what's up? You can call me Dan. Absolutely not. Not Dr. Dan. Not Dan the dentist, just Dan. Sorry, Dan, I'm not going to a dentist that looks like he uses the phrase, my bad. No, thank you. Not interested. When I did get married, my father-in-law pulled me aside and he was very sweet about it. He goes, Ryan, I just want to let you know, we now really feel like you're a part of the family. And I had no idea how to tell him that I really preferred to be a guest. It's great to be a guest. Everyone's nice to the guest. No one is nice to their family. Like, when you're a guest, all you have to do is eat and smile. That's it. That's all you got to do. If you're in the family and all you do is eat and smile, people are like, does he have a condition? What's going on here? As a guest, you don't have to help out. As a family, you got to help out. You got to remember people's names. You got to know what to do with your towel. As a guest, I just threw it in the yard. I was like, I don't know. That's a family problem right there. Weird family, got a lot of towels in the yard. Very real from weird stuff. My father-in-law asked me to carve the turkey at Thanksgiving. I don't know how to carve a turkey. I'm not qualified to carve a turkey. Don't ask me to carve your turkey. This is your house, your turkey. I'm just here. If I'm going to carve the turkey, everyone here is calling me daddy. That's what we're doing here. I'm not qualified to carve your turkey, okay? Like, the only reason I'm even at this dinner is because 5 years ago, I wanted to sleep with your daughter. I am not qualified to carve your turkey, but now, look at me. I got a big knife in a YouTube video, just, what are we doing here? Who wants dark meat? It's all dark now. I messed this thing up. It's just real squishing turkey meat left and right. And what's the Wi-Fi password? My wife and I, we like to cook together, and that's pretty fun. Sometimes we'll do those subscription services that help you cook. You know, HelloFresh? Yeah, if you don't know what that is, that's one of those subscription services where they send you in a box everything that you need to make dinner and all of the ingredients to have an enormous fight. Just right there in the box. They got a tiny kitchen that's hot, just lots of chopping, tarragon, do you even love me anymore? All that, right in the box, right in there. And then they want you to rate it. They're like, what'd you think of Hello Fresh? Yep, eating in silence was a wonderful change. Thanks a lot, Hello Fresh. Someone got us an Instant Pot for our wedding registry. I hate this thing. I hate the Instant Pot. People are very into the Instant Pot, and I gotta tell you, it is not instant, and it is not a pot. It is a pressure cooker, and it is a crock of lies. That's what it is. It is not a miracle worker. People are like, no, it makes rice in 5 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to get hot, so what are we doing here? No, Ryan, it replaces your yogurt maker. I'm sorry, what did you just say to me? It replaces my what? Also, what a way to find out yogurt just doesn't happen naturally in the earth. I thought it was like a cranberry bog, like you got the cranberry, you got the yogurt spring. That's how we do it. Put it in the cup. Put it in the cup. No, the Instant Pot's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Dude, cooks 15 eggs in 6 minutes. Yeah, they don't even sell them in that quantity. So what do we... I hate it. Every time we use it, we gotta release the pressure, and it just sprays hot water and mist all over my house. My kitchen is the size of this stage. It's just spraying mist everywhere. It's like walking through a jungle. My dog's hair's puffed up. But oh joy, there's yogurt.
I like apologies. I even like apologies. My favorite apology is the convenient apology, where someone only apologizes because they ran into you. It's always something that happened a long time ago. It's like, hey, Todd, I'm glad I ran into you, man. I remember we were at that party recently. That was 1991. I got a little drunk. You got really drunk. I said a few things I shouldn't have said. You said a lot of things you shouldn't have said. I think I beat the shit out of you. You did beat the shit out of me. Anyway, I just want to say I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate that, Scott, and to think this wouldn't have happened if I went to my usual frozen yogurt shop. Let's do some more crowd work. Whoa. Calm down, 7 o'clock show. What's your name? Brenna. B-R-E-N-N-A? What do you do, Brenna?
I'm an interior designer.
Holy shit. You got any stories?
One time I was installing a house and there was a bear in the car.
Really? In the car? The car you were driving in?
I looked outside and there was a bear in there.
In the car. You looked outside and there was a bear in the car. Some would argue that you weren't looking outside. I looked outside, inside the car. That's a good story. Cut that one. Cutting room floor. How did you react to the bear?
I locked the door.
There you go. You know, bears know how to open doors. Save that one also. I was talking to a guy in the audience, asked him what he did for a living. He goes, I'm a cabinet salesman. I was like, do you like it? He's like, love it. I was like, what do you love about being a cabinet salesman? He goes, I like having dinner with my customers. Oh, I didn't know that was a wine and dine situation. Well, Todd, your cabinets are all installed. What do you think? I love them. I'll put my Cocoa Puffs in there really soon. Well, Todd, now that they're all installed, I guess it's bistro time, right? Time for the traditional post-cabinet installation celebratory dinner. What are you hankering for? I'm sorry, I'm having dinner with the guys who steam clean my drapes. It's been quite a day. Breakfast with my exterminator. Happy hour drinks with my plumber. You know, maybe you can have lunch tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to apple picking with the guys who regrouted my bathroom top. This is a true story. I was in New Orleans on tour about 6 months ago, and I started that joke. I said, yeah, I met this guy who was a cabinet salesman. This guy yells out, "That was me!" I looked down, it was him. What a thrill for that dude, man. Imagine sitting there and I do a joke about you. It's unbelievable. I'm so happy for the guy. That might happen with the bear story. I didn't follow that story. Still don't know where the bear was. Like, if it was in the car, why would you lock the door? I'm gonna be up all night with this one. I'm gonna be like calling people. Yeah, I don't know if it's inside or outside there. Yeah, she locked the door, yeah. Locked it from the outside, I think. But the bear's inside. I guess we'll never know. My printer broke recently. Sorry to bum you out. The light flashed, it said paper jam. So I called up printer tech support. I go, "I have a paper jam." The guy's like, "Paper jam, huh? Let me go do a little research on paper jams. Did I lay a new term on you? Isn't that the problem you make fun of at the call center? Like the phone rings like, "Oh, I wonder if this is going to be a paper jam." Oh, it is. It's like calling up a steakhouse and asking if they know about baked potatoes. It's like calling me up and asking me if I know about standing ovations. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you applauded at that. I feel so guilty. No, I was being a dick. I can be a dick sometimes. I really like feeling intellectually superior. I was at a bar in Austin, Texas, and the guy next to me was talking to the bartender, and he goes, "I like the last drink you made me more better than this one." I was like, ooh. We got ourselves a dum-dum. A full 30 seconds passes. The guy turns to me, he's like, "Did I just say more better?" It's like, how do you make that mistake and then catch that mistake? I liked it more better when you didn't know how to talk. Got that more better joke working. A month ago, that was dead in the water. Then it come here and it's such a successful moment in the show. Wow. That was my bear story. I had a beard for a while. Then I got a girlfriend who doesn't like beards, and she was really subtle about it. She'd say things like, "Oh, you have a beard, huh? Some of my friends like guys with beards." I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Some of my friends like when people say things directly." This is a true story. I got an audition for that show Billions, and I told her about it. She's like, "Do you have to shave for the audition?" Only question she had about the audition. Do I have to shave for it? No, I don't have to shave for it. It's an audition. It's not like they're going to watch my tape and go, oh my God, he's perfect. But this character's clean shaven. There's no easy fix for this. We'll go with Daniel Day-Lewis. My girlfriend's from rural Oregon, and she wanted to go camping. I was like, I don't know about camping. She's like, do you even know how to put up a tent? I was like, no, I don't. She's like, that's a good skill to have. What if there's an emergency and I'm incapacitated? Never thought of that. Whenever I've thought of emergencies, that one's not come up. 911, what's your emergency? My girlfriend was attacked by a bear. Sir, calm down. Do you know how to assemble a tent? I'd hoped, but I was hoping you'd send medical attention. We're not sending medical attention, sir. We're sending 5 REI employees. Now make some s'mores and hang tight till they get there. I don't know anything about sports. My girlfriend knows more about sports than I do, and I actually asked her this question. I go, do you stand up or lie down on a snowboard? That was like 3 months ago. She just stopped laughing 10 minutes ago. I've never heard anyone laugh this loud in my life. I was like, baby, laugh at my amazing jokes, not my perfectly reasonable questions. Got to look for red flags in relationships. I like looking for red flags in other people's relationships. Especially before they even have one, that's the best. Someone's all excited about a potential new romance. They talk to me, I bum them out, it's great. This friend of mine was going on a first date, like, where are you going? She's like, we'll meet at a bar tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, ooh, red flag. But he works late at the hospital. He works at a hospital, ooh, second red flag. He's a highly respected surgeon, ooh, third red flag. He's a huge fan of your comedy. This guy sounds horrible.
Friday night, I go to sleep, and I check my Instagram, and there is an Instagram message from the official blue checkmark Instagram account of the Planters Nutmobile. Planters Peanuts has a car shaped like a giant peanut, and it has an Instagram account, and it sent me a message, and the message read, "Word on the salty streets. That's literally what it said. That is a failed MFA major running that account, by the way. Word on the salty streets is you're doing a gig tomorrow night in Montclair, New Jersey. How would you like to arrive at the theater in style? With a free ride from the Planters Nutmobile. Now, my lizard brain read this message and went, I want to ride in a peanut! Like, I immediately wanted it. And then my super ego kicked in and said, Patton, that's going to be fun for a minute. And then you're going to be on the freeway in a giant peanut, everyone looking at you. They're going to pull up to the theater in a giant peanut, and you're going to exit a giant peanut out of a hatch in the side like a clown fetus. Time to tell my jokey bokies. Thank you, peanut car. Have some dignity for once in your life. Act like a rock star and turn this down. And I did, and I was really nice about it. I was like, thank you so much for this kind offer. I must politely pass. The venue has already engaged a car, which they cannot cancel, complete lie. But perhaps in the future, I will avail myself of your generosity. Very sincerely yours, Patton Oswalt. And I went to sleep. The next day, noon, sleek black town car pulls up in front of my hotel. I go down to meet it. My driver gets out. He is a handsome, bespoke-suited, early 50s Egyptian man. If you were going to make an Egyptian James Bond, this is the guy to hire. He goes, Mr. Oswald, let's see you into the back seat. Off we go to your show. And I get in the back seat, and we pull away like the rock star that I am. We go 600 feet. We're going to make a right on 6th Avenue. And as we make the right, and it's completely my driver's fault, he bumps into and knocks over a guy on a moped. Big, muscular guy on a tiny moped with a skinny little girl hanging off of his back. And it's completely my driver's fault. He has knocked this guy over. The moped guy gets back up and says through the passenger window, "Hey man, watch it. You just knocked me over." And my cool, collected, bespoke-suited driver says, "You! You can watch where you're going. I'll f***ing murder you." 0 to psycho in 2 seconds. Then my driver realizes, wait, I'm in a car. He's on a moped. I'm just going to drive away. So he makes the right onto 6th Avenue. He's going to triumphantly drive away. And we go 2 feet because it's a red light. We're not going anywhere. We're stuck right there. The moped driver pulls up next to us, taps on the passenger window. "You remember me?" Raises his left hand and punches the passenger side mirror off the car. 1 punch. My driver puts the car in park, takes off his seatbelt, gets out, and runs at the moped guy, throwing fists. Now, the moped guy is huge, but there's a moped between his legs. His girlfriend's hanging off of his back. He's got no real center of gravity, and some of the punches are landing. So he's like, this. And he turns his moped against traffic and zips away the opposite direction down 6th Avenue between all the cars. My driver gets his arms around the girlfriend's waist, but she doesn't let go. So my driver is now dragged away down 6th Avenue. I'm watching all this through the back window. There he goes. That's my driver. I don't know what to do right now. The light's green, everyone's honking at me. I'm like, you're honking at luggage. There's nothing I can do. You're honking at a baby on board sign. I have nothing to do with it. This car. Block and a half later, my driver loses his grip, falls off, stands up. Half of his suit is torn open, chest is bloody, this side of his face is bleeding, and he doesn't adjust any of it, leaves the suit hanging open, calmly walks back to the car. Everyone is screaming at him, flipping him off, doesn't acknowledge any of it. Gets in the car, closes the door, seatbelt back on, turns to me and says, "What was that all about?" like, just serial killer calm. I don't say what the fuck that's about because I'm terrified. We drive to Montclair in silence, get to my hotel. He gets out. "Mr. Oswalt, have a wonderful show tonight. We've reached your hotel." I thank him. I tip the shit out of him. He knows where I'm staying. He can climb the side of that building and kill me. Go into my hotel room. I step out onto the balcony. I look out over the city of Montclair, New Jersey, and I said to myself, I apologize, Planter's Nutmobile. Pride and hubris have led me to this moment. I deserve all this tension and terror, and I made a silent vow to myself, if I'm ever offered a ride from a food or product-shaped vehicle, I will accept it with grace and humility. If I'm ever nominated for an Oscar and the Massengill douchemobile wants to bring me to the Kodak Theater, I will be stepping out of a vinegary sack on wheels to get my prize. Fresh as a Nantucket meadow, let's do this.
So now I live in Brooklyn, and yeah, I like it. Yeah, I know lots of Brooklyn people. So neighborhood's great. However, 3 months ago there was a shooting on our street. Nobody got hurt, but here's what happened. Someone came by in the middle of the night and shot 3 shots in 3 consecutive doorways. Boom, boom, boom. And just to give you an idea of the street, if they would have kept going, the next doorway would be a yoga studio. All right? So the yoga ladies went insane. They were like, this place has bad vibes! They were mad. And then the real estate agents were like, how are we gonna sell these apartments for millions of dollars now? And then the families were like, is this a safe place for our children? And everyone wanted to know what the shooter looked like. That's all they cared about. They were like, what does the shooter look like? What do we know about this guy? Was he black? Was he white? Hispanic? What do we know about this guy? What does he look like? And then news came back that the shooter was a woman. Yeah. And the conversation totally changed. Oh yeah. Everyone was like, oh, did she get him? I mean, clearly he had it coming, but did she get him? The yoga ladies were on board. They were like, we will finish the job, you know, just whipping around their mats. The real estate agents were using it as marketing. They're like, the kind of street where a woman's in charge. Even the families were like, you know, you can stand up for yourself like that woman did. She was a hero. And the only thing they cared about how the woman shooter looked was if she looked satisfied. And then gossip in the neighborhood circulated again, and news came back that the woman shooter was a hired gun. She was hired to do the job. I know! That has got to be something that you get paid for over Venmo. Right?
I saw this old man, like grandpa-age old man, getting gas at the Costco. It's a couple months ago. And he knew exactly where his gas tank was. He goes right up to his gas tank. I'm watching him. Now he starts hitting every pocket on his person. And grandpas have just like 1 million pockets. Why is there so many pockets? And I'm like watching him, like, what are you doing, sir? And then finally he found it. Just a single key that was floating around his body. Single key for his gas cap that had extra security. He had a lock on his... I saw this and I was immediately like, sir, where do you live, sir? Wherever you live, sir, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move away from whatever old people you live by, sir. I know that this guy lives by old people, okay, because I'm a millennial and I'm gonna speak on behalf of our entire generation when I say we don't know how to siphon gas, okay? And if we don't know how to siphon gas, Gen Z for sure does not know how to siphon gas. So this guy needs to move out of whatever 55 and up neighborhood he lives in, where his old neighbors will suck a little bit of gas out of his tank at night.
All the airlines, they have little categories that they have to compliment you. Make you feel special because you paid too much money or you got lucky and you're in exit row or something. They have these frequent flyer programs. They've been doing these since the 1980s. And it used to start out with just gold. That was the that was what it all was 40 years ago. Congratulations, you're one of our gold members. But they had to pile on more, sound more special than that over the years. So at this point, gold status is the lowest category on any air. Gold is the worst. When they board the flight, they're like, we now welcome gold. Boo! Gold will board last in shame. Gold will be stuffed into the fuselage along with the luggage. Now they have all these categories that are outrank gold, and it's when they board the flight, it's just a parade of precious metals and gemstones. To get on the flight, when they board, they're like, we now prepare to welcome aboard all members of the elite Sapphire Squadron. All the rest of you will bow your heads. Contemplate the sacrifice of the Sapphire Squadron. And you will kneel. Respect and deference as the Sapphire Squadron. The jetway is yours. Uh-huh. Oh, what's this? The sacred horn of the sky? What a rare and lucky day. That means that we have someone that outranks even the Sapphire Squadron. The Sapphire Squadron must yield. Yes, yield, I say. For today, we welcome aboard a member of the Hermetic Order of the Platinum Chalice. Whatever it is, there's one guy. He's like, why, yes, I'm Platinum Chalice. I'm wearing my epaulets to prove it. I flew 50,000 miles yesterday. Here's the one extra bag that entitles me to excuse me. I'm a member of the Platinum Chalice. I am a member of the Sapphire Squadron, and I suggest you tread lightly. I am also beloved of this airline. Oh, the Sapphire Squadron! I've heard of you. Out of my way, dog! You will pay for this insolence once the One World Alliance hears of it. That's what's happening on Delta Airlines.
It doesn't matter where I go. As soon as people find out that I'm a New Yorker, they feel compelled to tell me how they feel about New York. Right? Like, I don't ask. But they always tell me, and it's usually some cliche thing, you know, they'll be like, New Yorkers are mean. And here's the thing, we're not mean, we're aggressively kind. Right? We're very misunderstood. I always tell people, get lost in New York City, the first person that will help you is a New Yorker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because we can't stand lost-looking people. Like, we hate your lost-looking faces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We see them at the, like, right at the subway map, just like, Is it uptown? Is it downtown? What's Midtown? Literally the middle. I just picture them like panicked at the map, and then like out of the darkness, they hear a voice. Where you trying to go? That is one word in New York City. Where you trying to go? No breaks. You've been looking at the map for 5 minutes. Where you trying to go? I'm trying to help you get out of my way. You've been in my way 5 minutes. Look at this map. Such a wild thing, man. And people in New York, like, here's the thing about New York City. Like, if you have a bad time in New York City, I feel like that's because you didn't know the rules before you got here. You gotta know the rules before you get here, man. Every city has rules, right? And one of the cardinal rules of New York City, mind your business. It should say that when you land in New York. Welcome to New York, mind your business. Right? That's what forget about it means. It means forget what you just saw. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happens in New York never happened. Why you snitching? Like, why would you say anything?
But let me offer you some advice that I wish someone had offered me before I had children, because I didn't know this, which is this. When you're traveling with your family, when you have children, and you travel with said children through the airport, you can be randomly selected by TSA, who will suddenly decide to start peppering your children with questions to make sure that you are not kidnapping them. How fun's that? And I didn't know this was even a thing until it happened to my little family at Denver International Airport. We're traveling through the airport, ready to go. To give you an idea of my son Malcolm's desire to talk to strangers that day, let me explain to you his outfit. He was wearing headphones, not plugged into anything at all, fingerless gloves, and winter boots on a 95-degree day. I ask you, is that the outfit of a 3-year-old who'd like to dialogue with a stranger? I'd argue not. And yet, nevertheless, we're We're passing through security, and suddenly a TSA guy is in Malcolm's face. And he's just like, hey, son, what's your name? And Malcolm's like, Malcolm. He goes, okay, good. Is that your brother over there? He goes, yeah. He goes, what's your brother's name? He goes, Ellis. He goes, okay. Are those your parents? And Malcolm goes, I think so. Can you think of a worse answer than I think so? No is actually a better answer. No is like, it's an uncle, it's a godparent, produce some paperwork, get to the bottom of it. But I think so. That's what they've been telling me since they took me from the campsite 4 days ago. And when I say otherwise, they hit me so very hard. So I think so. And we were like, Malcolm, tell that dude where your parents, what are you doing? Tell him, where your parents? And the guy's like, son, I'm gonna ask you one more time, and this is very important. Are those two your parents? And Malcolm goes, uh-huh. Like clearly under duress. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then they just let us through because they're TSA and they're inept. TSA is like, hey, what if we took the crew of a Times Square McDonald's, put them in charge of global security? What's everybody think? Good idea or not? We get through the x-ray machine miraculously. I'm retrieving my bag, and this other dad who was in line, he came up to me and he goes, I'm not gonna lie, dude, that made me nervous. I go, made you nervous? If I don't get these two to Reno by Tuesday, I'm out $150K. That's my year, bud. That's my year. The exception to the rule of Malcolm's shyness is women. He likes talking to women. In fact, he'll only talk to women, which I so get. Men are the worst. If I had the option of never talking to a man again my entire life, I would take that option. But men keep talking to me, and it feels rude not to respond, so I have to engage. My son, he's under no such societal constraints. He can talk to whoever he wants to talk to, and he's decided that's only going to be women. So the other day, we were at the park, and we were playing Delivery Guys, because my son will only play working class games. Yeah. Delivery Guys, firefighters, EMTs, construction workers. Some lets me know he doesn't respect what I do for a living at all. So we're playing Delivery Guys, and a woman comes running through the park, right where we're playing. She's got earbuds on, she's jogging, she's minding her own business, and my son Malcolm, he just goes, hey, you! Yeah, like real Delivery Guy energy, you know? Just cat calls her, hey, you! And she stops and takes her earbuds out. She's like, yeah, yes? He goes, we're Delivery Guys. She goes, oh, yeah? He goes, yeah, my brother, my dad, me, we're Delivery Guys. And she goes, well, what are you delivering? And he goes, we're on break. Like, I'm not pretending to know my son's eventual sexual preference. But if he ever decides that it is in fact women, he's already gaslighting at a high school level. Once he figures out that women love it when you tell him to smile more, he's gonna crush. And I can feel a lot of women in the room not liking where that joke went. But I set up the joke by saying men are the worst, and then I ended the joke by giving an example of men being the worst. So I ask you, is it the joke that you don't like, or do you just hate foreshadowing?
I think I'm all set on family. I think I'm all good. I'm done. Family is my least favorite group project. Because it's like in school, there's always somebody who has to do the majority of the work, right? And it's never the dad. It's never the dad. It's not the dad. Everyone I know was raised by their mom and executive produced by their dad. Right? You need him to get the project made, but he isn't like in the editing bay. He's just showing up like, this is all my money's getting. So. I've been working on my relationship with my executive producer. And we had a breakthrough recently. He texted me, my dad texted me, and the text just said, I trust you're doing well. And I was like, I guess my dad and I dated. We split up, it wasn't mutual, but it makes sense why we've been like this. I don't blame my dad, by the way, for us being a little distant. I was kind of a weird kid, you know? Like my favorite thing to do in the summer when I was 10 was watch The Price is Right. Yeah, great show, right? I mean, but also I thought it was helping my relationship with my dad. Because he was always like, you don't know the value of $1. I was like, oh yeah? I bet you don't know the value of this brand new jet ski! Come on down! Excuse me. How fun. This is so nice. For some amount of time, I haven't checked my phone. And I love that. Isn't that nice? I haven't looked at my phone this whole time. We're on our phones so much. We're addicted, right? I mean, I just said phone. And a small part of all of your brain was like, oh yeah, my phone. I wonder what it's doing. Does it miss me too? It's like we're on our screen so much, I'm worried that I'll have a kid and they'll like make eye contact with someone and I'll have to apologize. I'll be like, I'm so sorry, he's an old soul. He was just diagnosed with attention span. I don't, you know. I don't like big tech. This is why I don't like big tech. I don't like them. I also don't like that they call themselves big tech. Right? It kind of sounds like they made up their own nickname. Like they switched high schools. They wanted to seem cool. Like we're doing roll call for American Industries, and we're like, okay, oil and gas, and they're like, here. I'm like, okay, great. Technology? They're like, it's tech. It's actually big tech. It's actually big tech has a girlfriend. It's big tech has 2 girlfriends, but we don't use labels. It's big tech. Tech is big and the big is tech. So tech, big, tech. Okay, great. We got it. All right, and before we get started, is manufacturing here? And then the class is like, they moved.
Jew is a fun word, huh? It's a weird word. It's a last name. Did you know that? I went to Jewish summer camp with a kid named Ben Jew. That's a real person. And Joey Matzah. Those are real people. I sound like an undercover Klansman trying to just make up stuff. I'm like, yeah, I went to Jew camp with Ben Jew and Joey Matzah and Dreidel Bagelstein. But here is what I think is weird about the word Jew. Typically, a slur takes a proper ethnic term and shortens it. Like, I can't list them, but you know them all. But Jew is already compact, right? So people get weird. Like, am I allowed to say Jew? Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, Jew. Jew is fine. Jew is great. So long as it's a noun, right? I'm a Jew. You're a Jew. It's the adjectives and verbs that'll get you in trouble. Like, yeah, my Jew lawyer tried to Jew me out of $5,000. I'm like, whoa, no. My Jewish lawyer tried to jip me out of $5,000. See? It's better because it offends a smaller, less powerful group of people. That's a fun joke to tell. Because a lot of stuff has to go right? To even get the joke, you gotta know some stuff, some history, some etymology, and then to laugh, you have to be a bad person. So that sweet spot, just educated and amoral. That's the fan base I'm trying to cultivate.
You guys have those like obnoxiously named overpriced doggy daycare places around here? Those dumb names. Do you guys have any? Yell them out. What's the names of the places? Dogtopia. I was in Boulder, Colorado. They had one called Bonjour. And it's like... I bring my dog to a place, $50 to bring her to hang out for the day. And then they text me like to guilt me into buying add-ons for her. They sent me a picture of her, she's all sad. The other dogs are in the back like f***ing and drinking and smoking cigarettes. My dog... Dog's doing a keg stand. They text me, for $15, you could get your dog a compassionate CBD paw rub. I'm like, can you just make sure she doesn't eat? That's like really all we want. She doesn't need 12 minutes in the heated pool with a snuffle pad. Just please keep her out of traffic. That's all we want.
I'm glad we're traveling again. A few years ago, I went to Bangkok. Almost didn't go. Saw a video on YouTube called The Scams of Bangkok. This dude was a little paranoid. He's like, if you go to a museum and you see someone smiling, total scam. If you go to a restaurant, they have noodles on the menu, your identity's just been stolen. If you show up at your hotel, there's a front desk, call Interpol. Classic flim-flam.
I was racist in grade 1. Yeah. I didn't mean to be racist. I don't know why I did this. My best friend was a kid named Rami Jahari. That's how he said his name. I don't know why I did this. I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just a 6-year-old kid. He was one of my best friends, but I'd call him over every recess. Rami! Okay, let's try this. Did I say anything? Nothing? Okay, I got some other ideas tomorrow. I'll see you at recess. I do that every day. Then I go to his house for lunch. You ever go to an Arabic person's house for lunch when you're 6? It's terrifying. Everything they say, they sound angry. His father would come in the room. Rama! Mitayaka si tayar makaratia! Okay. My dad would like to know if you like peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch.
I think that horseback riding is quite overly descriptive for that activity. Because why do we have the word back in there? Like, you've all seen a horse before. Everyone picture a horse right now. Where else are you going to ride it? What other option is there? You're grabbing the tail and doing a little land ski? I guarantee you anyone who's ever tried to horse front ride has died. Cause of death, horse. What do you want to do this weekend? Oh, let's go horseback riding. Great, how are we going to get there? It's pretty far away. I guess we'll have to car inside drive. You know, in England, where they know a thing or two about the English language, they call it horse riding. And if someone came to you and they said, hey, you know, last weekend I went horse riding, you wouldn't be like, how? Can you be more specific? How were you arranged on this beast? Were you on top or was it a belly-to-belly type of thing? I need a visual.
One night I was sitting around my apartment during the pandemic. One night, I mean, more than one, but that particular night, I decided to Google weird laws in Boulder, Colorado. Well, you know, I had some time. So, and this is true. These are all really laws in Boulder. You cannot graze your llama on public land in Boulder, you know? I swear that's true. And that bummed me out. I'm not going to lie. I had to have a heart-to-heart talk with my llama. I'm like, I can't afford to feed you anymore. You're not allowed to graze on public land, so you're free to go. Yeah? Oh, thanks, yeah. If you ever come across a llama wandering around Boulder, that's Bobby, you know? So maybe try to point him in the direction of some private land and let him. All right.
Yeah. I'm afraid of flying, which is good because I have to do it twice a week. I love that. I'm afraid of a whole bunch of stuff. But we got a big one, unconfident captain. You guys come across this guy yet? No? Guess not. Because every captain's like, all right, folks, I'm going to go up and take this plane, and then I'm going to bring you home, and it's going to be all good, you know? I had a captain last week that was like, hi, hey, everybody, we're going to try to get you to Minneapolis. I was like, try? You're not sure about this? He said, we're going to try to make up. We took off late. He goes, we're going to try to make up for lost time. I was like, what are you going to call your daughter? And couple people, too dark for you, sir. I forgot this show brought out New York's very minute Mormon community. They've all come out, and any kind of familial damage is not accepted or funny. This couple right here, they're grabbing their Book of Mormons, clenching them. When will Joseph Smith come down and smite this man? It's okay. I'm sober. That's something I am. I'm sober. But I'm such a nervous flyer. I get to take Klonopin when I fly, which is good. It helps. But I have started commuting via airplane. Like if I need to go to New Jersey, I drive to JFK. I fly to Boston, back to Newark. That's 2 Klonopin I get to take. No, I'm kidding. I don't do anything. I don't do any drugs. I think drugs are bad now. I do. I don't like drugs. I think they're bad. Here's why I think drugs are bad. They make you feel great. And you shouldn't feel great. You should feel great sometimes, like a special occasion, but not like all the time. That's dumb. Do you know how many times people felt great like a couple generations ago? Like one time. They'd hide in a barrel on a steamship, and then they'd pop their head up and see the Statue of Liberty, and they'd be like, I feel great. And that was the only time. They went and worked in a mill until they died, and as they were dying, they said, but remember the one time we felt great, that was good. And now you can, on a Thursday morning, smoke a joint in Jets pajama pants and go and buy off-brand cereal and feel just as good as that man when he popped his head out of that barrel and saw Lady Liberty. All right, I'm realizing that you guys really are part of New York's burgeoning young life scene. I'm getting this talk of all this heresy has really driven the laughs out. If you guys, after the show, want to come and lay hands on me, I understand. I've wronged some of you. I feel bad about that.
I'm a farm guy. I'm a suburb guy. I'm a suburb guy. And, I think a lot of people say the suburbs is like a soft life. Like it's easy. It's not. It's tough. There's a lot of tough stuff. I had a problem at the Red Lobster the other day. It was serious. I mean, here's what happened. My waitress thought that I was poor. I'm not, okay? I'm not rich. I'm not gonna stand up here and brag to you guys about how much money I make, but let's just say I can walk into a Red Lobster and get whatever, okay? Like, I'm making that kind of cash. Like, I'm pulling that down. I'm not saying every day, but I'm saying 2-3 times a month I can walk in there, and I'm not looking at the prices, okay? And not just during Lobster Fest. I'm saying on a regular Tuesday, I'm doing fine. And I was wearing like my third best shirt. This is 6. I didn't look poor. Here's what happened. I go, I'll take the trout and I want some asparagus. She goes, oh, sir, asparagus is a premium side. I was like, what does that mean? It's real good? She goes, no, it's extra. I was like, how much? She goes, $1.29. I was like, I can swing it. I mean, I'm gonna have to call my guy. You know, we're gonna have to move some stuff around. Probably put off retirement for a couple years, but I want the asparagus. Matter of fact, I want 3 asparaguses, or three asparagus. What I'm trying to say is I can spare a guy, okay? I got plenty of guys. I'm gonna keep the girls, but you know. I don't like it when they tell you how many sides you can have at the restaurant. I went to this place, I go, I'll take the salmon, I want a baked potato, and I want to serve. You only get one side. I get however many sides I say I get. I'm a grown man, all right? I decide the sides. I'm the side decider. I'll make it rain sides up in here. I want all the sides. I want them all twice, okay? I want a baked potato twice. And I'm not talking about a twice baked potato. I want 2 baked potatoes side by side. I want a roast beef sandwich. Sir, that's on a side. Well, then you put it on the side. I call the shots. Yeah. I want rice pilaf. And between me and you guys, I have no idea what rice pilaf is. I went to 5 different restaurants and I ordered rice pilaf and it was completely different at every restaurant. These pilaf farmers need to standardize their product. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I Googled it, very loose definition. From what I can tell, rice pilaf is rice with anything else you want to put in it. Anything. You know how sometimes you drop your phone in the toilet and you got to put it in rice to dry it out? Technically, that's rice pilaf, okay? That's a Palafian dish. I was in Iowa and I was doing a show and there was a bunch of farmers in the crowd and I don't know anything about farming. So I asked this guy, I go, what do you farm? He goes, beans? And I said, like green beans? And they all started laughing at me like I was the dumbest person they'd ever met. He thinks we go green beans in Iowa. Oh, that's a good one there, green bean. Green beans in Iowa, don't that beat all? This fella is a comedian, I'll tell you. It was soybeans, all right, it was soybeans. I didn't know. By the way, green beans, that's not that ridiculous of an answer. That's a real food. I've eaten them before. I didn't say jelly beans, okay? I said a legitimate vegetable. I don't know what the plants look like. I mean, I know corn. Like, I know corn. Like, I could pick corn out of a lineup, but past that, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I get confused. I'm like, is that a potato tree? I can't tell. I'm not sure. Like, you should be nice to people when they don't know something. That's how I was brought up. You know, I live in the suburbs of St. Louis. I hope one of those farm guys comes to the suburbs sometime. Maybe I won't be so nice to him. I'll take him and do like some, you know, suburb stuff or whatever. I'll take him to the Texas Roadhouse. He won't know what to do there. Where's the bowl for the peanut shells? You throw them on the floor, dummy. Ah, ha, ha. You don't know what to do in the suburbs, you stupid bean picker. I'll take him to Starbucks. I'll take a large coffee. It's called venti here. Venti, dirt digger. Don't be ordering beans either. They got beans here, but they're coffee beans. Arabica, Robusta, no soy. Then the barista will be like, well, technically, we have soybeans in soy lattes. And I'll be like, you shut your mouth, hippie. All right, you don't take sides against your own kind. We're on the same team. So I told that story later, and this lady came up to me after the show. She goes, hey, I'm a farmer. She goes, don't feel bad about the beans. She goes, I met this guy the other day. He didn't know the difference between field corn and sweet corn. Ha 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 ha. What a dummy. You know how earlier when I said I know corn? I don't. They're like, there's two different kinds. I'm like, yeah, on the cob and not on the cob. They're like, no, it's field and sweet. I'm like, oh, sweet. You're talking about kettle corn. I've had it. Yeah. So, like, if you don't know the difference between field corn and sweet corn, field corn, that's what they grind up and they feed to the animals. And sweet corn, that's what we eat. And once they explain it, it's very easy to remember because field corn is grown in a field, whereas sweet corn is grown in a field. So you can see these farmers make it real easy to understand their stuff. When I was in Iowa, I went to the restaurant, and on the front page of the menu, it said, we make our own ketchups. They were bragging about their homemade ketchup. Honestly, I'm not sure that I knew ketchup was made. I think I thought that was an element. I thought that was K on the periodic table. It turns out that's potassium, which makes no sense at all. There's not even a K in that word. What, now you're gonna tell me RN is not for ranch dressing? Why don't you take a science class? I tried one of their homemade ketchups. It was not good. Now, granted, I think it was field ketchup, but